Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Broadcasted from Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo, it's the world-renowned Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to episode number 11 of the MGS4 Integral Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Icestone, and as always, I'm here with Aki Saito.
Hi everyone.
And producer, Ken Imaizu.
Hello. Hello guys.
Oh, everybody, today is our last episode.
Yes!
No,
finally.
You said that the last time. I'm sad.
Yes! Final episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Finally. That's horrible. No.
No, we're kidding.
No, but yeah, we're really glad that we made it to the end safely.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Well, we wish we could do the all stage. We just
everything.
everything we should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we wanted to do that. We wish we could.
I mean, ideally, we would go from beginning to end every single stage.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, well, except for Aki. But
no, I think the listeners are sick and tired of listening to us, especially
maybe
these three guys.
He doesn't have love for Metal Gear.
Yes, I do. I'm just thinking about the listeners. We're like, Sean and me, Ken, talking all the time. 24 hours. Like,
shut up already.
Yeah. We should have done that.
But that's why we have the KP report with Christine Kogu.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's
Beauty and
the Beast.
Beast.
That's true. But well, we did a lot, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. I mean, we didn't cover every single stage, but we went through all the different areas. And we picked out, I think, a lot of interesting areas. And in the middle, we kind of jumped back and forth a little bit, which we're sorry about. But I think we managed to cover a good deal of material, and the response has been good. So yeah, I think we did a good job.
That's good.
Okay, so today, for the final episode of our Integral Podcast, we'll do something a little bit special. And we've been building up all these comments on our page, email and all this kind of stuff. So I think we're going to read one from a very dedicated fan who's actually written to us several times.
Oh, okay.
This is from Sergio Oliva. Yes.
Oliva.
From Canada.
From Canada?
Yes. So Sergio says, I'm glad that you spoke about the sound in the Integral Podcast 8. The sound of the train station in Prague and the Resistance guy whistling, that was awesome information. That's the kind of information that I want to hear in these podcasts. The crew behind the greatest PS3 game there is.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Sergio. Great job, Mr. Sotaro, Tojima, and sound crew. I am an aspiring sound designer myself, and I admire the sound designer's work in Metal Gear Solid 4. I especially love the Octo-Camo sound.
Octo-Camo.
Octo-Camo, yeah.
Wow, he's a big fan of
Sotaro Tojima.
Yeah.
And so today, we're pleased to welcome our first guest. First and final guest on the Integral Podcast.
Yes.
So we have Mr. Sotaro Tojima, our sound director.
Yeah.
Here today.
Nice to meet everyone.
Welcome.
Hello, my name is Sotaro Tojima, sound director of Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm very honored to be here.
Cool. Okay, so we don't call him Mr. Tojima.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kojima Productions, everybody has these nicknames, right? I mean, you're Aki. Well, Ken's Ken.
Yeah, that's
but,
true.
But yeah, everybody has these nicknames. And so Tojima-san is actually called Tojin.
Yes.
Tojin.
So we all call him Tojin.
Tojin, yeah.
Anyways. All right, so finally we have a guest.
Finally, okay.
Finally a guest on the Integral Podcast. And by the way, Tojin, do you speak English?
Oh, no, my English is not so good.
Okay.
But we overcome that situation with using our sound technology.
Cheating.
Cheating.
Yeah.
No, we can't say cheating. It's sound magic.
Magic.
Yes.
Magic cheating.
So we're going to use sound technology. So he's going to use his sound director magic. So for all the people listening right now, you're listening to, Tojin speaking in English, but, we're talking to him maybe in some other language.
So it's this sound magic, right?
Yes, it's the magic of sound.
Yes.
He is really popular in the Japanese Hide-chan radio
That is
as well.
true.
He doesn't speak at all. His key is really known for laughing.
Really?
It's the Tojin laugh.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
All right, well, so I guess we'll move on with the interview. So first of all, okay, Tojin, you were the sound director on Metal Gear Solid 4. So how is it that you came to participate in Metal Gear Solid 4, and how long have you been with Kojima Productions?
Actually, I was a composer at Konami for some time.
Oh, really?
But I didn't join Kojima Production until MGS2. My first role was the scene where Ocelot tries to kill Snake and sink the tanker.
Yeah, I remember that. Very memorable scene. So what kind of relationship did you have with Mr. Kojima?
We worked together during post-production. And by coincidence, I learned that we were from the same hometown.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So we kicked it off well.
Cool. So you did this podcast, and then you got into sound directing. So I guess, just for the people out there who may not know, what exactly does a sound director do?
Yeah, you know, want to know. I mean, I don't specifically do either. I mean, what do you do? What do you do, Tojima?
Basically, I convey Mr. Kojima's sound vision to the sound team.
Right. So it's like, talking to Mr. Kojima and getting his ideas and kind of coming up with all the details, right? That's basically what it is, like the specific plan for how the sound is going to be.
So he's going to kind of have to lay out kind of almost a blueprint of what everyone has in his mind.
Exactly.
And then lay it out on kind of paper, or for people to
kind of bring
understand.
it together into some kind of document, so everybody can be on the same page, and know what they're doing. That's cool. And so you did all this sound stuff, and then we're on the iPod right now in the game, and this actually was your idea as well, right?
Yes, that's right. Originally, it was an online sound player. But since Mr. Kojima is such a big Apple fan, we decided to go with iPod.
Well, that's true. I mean, even back then when we started the project, everyone had iPods, iPod Touch.
Yes.
I think iPhone wasn't there at the time still.
Yeah, that's still back in the day of the video iPod.
Yeah, even maybe before that. Well,
before that?
Yeah, when
around.
When was this? It was definitely after the second gen or third gen iPod.
Right.
A lot of people were starting to get it. I mean, especially in Japan.
Yeah, but I think it's a really cool thing because he has a music player, and it's a music player that probably a lot of listeners have. Like people are playing the game, they probably have an iPod, so something they can relate to. They can relate to Snake and his item in the game. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So is there anything like that you in particular, really paid close attention to, and that you really put a lot of effort into?
Yes, actually the song "The Best Is Yet to Come" in Shadow Moses.
Yeah. So that was really cool because we did work together a lot on that. Because it was kind of tricky because things you have these enemies, wandering around, and if you get spotted, how do you handle that? You don't want this song playing while people are shooting at you. So yeah, that was really a challenge. And
it's your stage, right?
Tojin, he gave us he gave us a lot of good advice on how to put that song in there and make it feel good, and kind of scale back the enemies a little bit to make it just get that atmosphere perfect.
Wow, it seems like a kind of a simple stage. A lot of people think Shadow Moses is the easiest stage,
right?
Because there is already a base.
Right.
Listening to all this, the previous, Integral podcast and the shows, I kind of find out I should play a little bit more and not skip through it.
And I think, the thing with that is like because it existed already, like trying to reuse that same area is actually challenging.
I think I said this before, but a lot of people kind of, have good memories. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, people expect a normal, natural upgrade.
Right.
But if you look at MGS1, if you look back, you see that it's technically not as high as today. But people expect that, right?
Right.
So it's quite difficult. But anyways, okay, other than Shadow Moses, but, MGS4 in general, what's the sound concept that you had when you started creating sound for Metal Gear Solid 4?
My goal was to create movie quality level of immersion in the game's sound.
So really have movie quality sound in the real-time game. So, is there any particular scene that you feel that, you really achieved this, deep sense of, movie-like immersion where you're really successful?
Yes. I think we did a really good job with the Middle Eastern battle scenes.
Oh, the actual start.
It's like, just that whole war zone at the beginning. It's the Middle Eastern war zone. That was really cool.
Right. Well, that was actually shocking, wasn't it?
So what, I guess, what techniques did you use to kind of create that really immersive sound for the war zone?
In addition to the background stream sound effect, we used what I call a Senjo stream.
Senjo stream. Senjo stream. So that's like that'd be a battlefield sound stream.
Yes.
Battlefield, war zone.
War zone sound stream.
So this goes on top of the
Right.
normal.
So you have your background and you have the sound effects, and then in addition to that, there's this special war zone
Senjo streaming.
Senjo stream.
Yeah.
So what exactly is this Senjo stream?
Yeah. I mean,
You guys wanna hear it?
Okay. Yeah. Cool.